Yo, I thought the game was at 7:30. Is the game not at 7:30? Or am I crazy? Oh, I'm late? Oh shit. Man, I can't keep up with these schedules no more, bro. Oh, we've been playing the whole time. Damn, I missed a half hour. Man, I thought the game was 7:30. How are we looking? You gotta win today, UBG. Nothing else is acceptable for me than that. Wow. My bad. I think he is washed, honestly. I swear to God, every time I see Danny Green play, I barely hit him. I barely see him hit a 3-pointer, bro. I don't know. I mean, to me, it just hasn't worked. You know what I'm saying, Kemba Walker? Who, Kemba Walker? No. I think he'll still have some games in the NBA, but he's not going to start no more. No, he should be getting those minutes. I think Grimes has shown a lot, even in the short amount of time that he's been playing. Oh, you can watch the game at the Garden too if it's an away game. I guess if there's nothing else going on. What the hell, Obi? Freaking lagging. Ooh. No, but you never know with us. I mean, we should win today. We've been getting lucky against some good teams, though, UBG. Same thing with the Bucks, right? Hopefully, this game is a confidence booster. I mean, I feel like they're talking out quickly, right? I think quickly has no choice to start really playing. New week, same goals, baby. Never stop. Never stop. You keep on doing it little by little, bro. It's gonna pay off. I tell you. I would have never thought I would be where I am today. Fournier is so slow. Oh my god. Great move, Julius. Great move. Oh, Danny Green got him on his knee. I mean, Tibbs doesn't do much though. You know that. I don't. Yeah, did you guys hear that about Colin Sexton? What up, York? That's what I thought I heard. They said torn ACL or meniscus. This because Clyde said ACL and I read meniscus. Ooh. At least Kemba made this one. Or am I behind something? I'm about to see something bad from Kemba again. Um, no, I don't agree with it, but it's a good possibility that it happens because of the issues in Boston. You can't keep that Boston team together for much longer, and it's crazy. Hey, what's up, B Sim? Bro, Evan Fournier's defense is the worst I've seen. But he could shoot. No, Jaden Brown is not better than Jason Tatum. No way. No. He's having a good season. Jaden Brown is having a good season. He's not better than Jason Tatum. At his best? No way. I think Jason Tatum is. I think Jason Tatum has been tired of that Boston team for maybe a couple of years now. I feel like you get that team fresh, Tatum is going to shine again. It's not a bad. Jaylen Brown is not a bad basketball player than Jason Tatum. Come on, man. Yeah, this year, yes. Maybe this year. Maybe this year. Maybe this year, yes. I agree with you this year, maybe, but not overall. Of course, he would start at the Knicks. Jalen Brown is better than any guard we have. If we could have gotten Jalen Brown, yeah, but you're gonna give up too much. B Sims is all in for Jalen Brown, man. I agree. Oh, Big Test likes Drew Holiday. Yeah, point guards are expensive, man. You're better off developing them. Damn, you see what they're doing with that yo-yo? You better hope that yo-yo don't swing loose, bro. You see what these kids are doing with that yo-yo? That's a yo-yo, right? What you call this thing? Damn. Like it's like it's like it's like Avatar, like the last Airbender. Like they were like moving it around. I mean, at least if you're watching the stream, you would have seen it. Ain't it cool the yo-yo? Yeah. Damn, I wish we had Cole Anthony too, bro. I wish we had Cole Anthony on this team. Mm-mm-mm. A bucket. It's a facts. Shout out to my Bamba. Like, I never really liked Mike Conley like that, man. Mike Conley is okay. He's a good player, but I moved on from Mike Conley a couple years ago. Mike Conley's a good player, don't get me wrong. But I feel like he's a little bit overrated, in my opinion. Not, I like Cole Anthony, man. I wouldn't have been mad if we drafted him, but I like Obi too, of course. Or Carl Bang. I want to go to that OKC game. Let me get $20,000. Of course, I would. I would take Conley too, but like I'm not the biggest fan of him. Yeah, Terrace, man, with slam. This is a weak Celtics team we're beating on, though. Yeah, no, Drew Holiday is nice, bro. I know. Hey, Hayden, what's up, brother? You know, call me crazy, but I think Tyrese Maxey is going to be a better player than Emmanuel Quickly. What do you guys think? Like, not being mean to Quick, right? But I think Tyrese Maxey's game. I seen it in the playoffs last year too. It's going to get developed more, and I don't know how quickly it's going to continue to develop his game. You know, based on what I'm seeing this year. What do you guys think? I think if Quickly doesn't develop like a mid-range shot, bro, because I can't really see Quickly becoming a driver. So he'll Quickly has to learn the mid range. You know what I'm saying? It's weird to me, man. I know that. I don't know if like I don't understand how the offseason went for Quickly. No way Quickly worked in the mid. I haven't seen too many players in the NBA not have a mid range shot and be a 3-point shooter. But the problem with Quickly is that Quickly doesn't try to shoot it. You know what I'm saying? Why would you not try to shoot the mid range? Because I actually think he can be really good at that. Yes, they are. And last year they were fine, Jerome. They were absolutely fine. But this year it seems players have adjusted, and he's been missing them. So that's not good. No, Simmons is not traded, but the talk today was that potentially Boston is interested, but anything with Boston would have to include Jalen Brown, which sounds crazy, but it's not as crazy because Boston has their own issues going on with those guys. Those three, Smart, Tatum, and Jalen Brown. So I think it's possible. It's a possibility. Yeah, but all I hear is bricks. Oh, that's our own team watching. Damn, I thought it was the 76ers. My fault. I just saw Derrick Rose and realized we're shooting on that hoop. But you hope Quick can develop that though. I think Grimes should be getting IQ minutes. I feel like Randall always aims his shots. Like he's aiming his shot. It's not really a set shot. Bad pass, RJ. Mm. You might. I mean, eventually, you're gonna see what you can do with quickly. But if other players keep coming in, it's kind of like what happened with Knox. But preferably they keep quickly around. Fournier, man, damn. Look, you talking about the 76ers? Julius Randle's handles are so bad. It's sick. Milwaukee can't buy a shot with $1 million right now. That's your spot, Danny. Yeah, that's Danny Green's spot. The corners. I don't think Kevin Walker needs to start anymore. I mean, Randall always does that though. Bro, it's Randall every night, bro. Come on. There we go. Come on. What's the setup for threes? Because like Devin always says, Randall has no moves, bro. Randall has no real moves. Randall has no real moves, bro. I feel like Randall just goes out and does nonsense. Why take RJ out the game though in this moment as Julius has been struggling? Well, he makes that. It is. It definitely is, UBG. And the foul. It's RJ really. RJ would rather just leave and go somewhere else, bro. This is ridiculous, bro. This is ridiculous, bro. Like the wrong people are definitely on the court right now. Why is Quickly in? Why is RJ not in? Oh my god. Get some defensive stops, bro. Lock the paint up. Lock the paint. Yeah, because you got to think of it this way, man. The Knicks have been a bad basketball team for years and years, and now finally we are at least competing. You know, like, do you really feel like there's pressure on Tom Thibodeau to perform? Like, really, like, what was our goal? Make the playoffs again? That's a good start, I guess. For me, the goal is to make it to the conference finals, and I would have no problem letting go of Thibodeau or trading Randall if we needed to get better. But this front office is not going to do that because we haven't been in a successful position more than a year since the last time we made the playoffs. So one of the reasons why Tibbs is there, along with what you would call them, uh, how you call them, Leon Rose and them, we're relevant again. So no matter what, the front office is not going to have any pressure on Tibbs to do anything with this team. Maybe not until next season. But it's clear that Julius Randle is not the answer for this team. I think, you know, and neither is quickly, and maybe not even Fournier, and definitely not Kemba Walker. See, now Randall at least looks motivated to play, which I like. But Randall can't. Randall is not like this all the time. I like the effort of Randall though. It's been better. Hey, come on! Why do you give the ball up there? Give it to D Rose. Bro, Randall has no moves to get to the hoop, man. That's all. Why doesn't he? Oh man, where's Devin, man? Julius Randle is so easy to defend sometimes. Like you don't even have to defend that. That's such a bad shot. That's what I was telling Devin. Like one thing Randle has to learn is to mix it up. Mix up your game. He has no real good. He has no real handle, and he just can't really get to the hoop. I'm gonna go make more food. It's crazy that this is a 1 point game, considering how many injuries the Sixers have. Great move, Burks. They call it jump ball. The referees. Interesting lineup this with Obi. Is Niang really that good? Oh god, here it goes quickly. There we go. Need that. Utilize Obi. Is Obi hurt? Thank God, quickly made that. Obi looks hurt. Look at that little kid. Oh, Brown for Kemba, Randall. Brown for Kemba, Randall, Quick, and two first. That's too much. The two first for me is too much. The two first for me is too much. The two first for me is too much. No, 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 no. You can do, you can do Kemba, Randall, one first. Maybe even quickly. Kemba, Randall, quickly. Maybe because I feel like you can get a better player back than quickly overall in a draft. You know, in whatever year the draft would be for the pick. You know what I'm saying? I don't know which year we have right now, but I'm not giving up two first. I would do Randall, um, Kemba, and quickly if they wanted to do that. But there's no way that freaking Kemba is going back. There's no way that whatchamacallit, Kemba's going back to the Celtics. I don't know. I don't know, and I'll put that in the next video. What are the objectives of this year's team? All I want is not to give up the paint. That's all I want. There we go. Don't give nothing up. Timely hooping from RJ Barrett, man. That's why I believe we can build around RJ. Timely hooping from RJ. I want to go to some Knicks games hopefully soon, man. I really do. You don't know. I've never been to a Knicks game. Swear to God. I don't know if I can stream it though, Hayden. UBG man. I'm trying to get I'm trying to get all of us together to go. So if we could all pick a day, we all go, bro. I don't understand that. Taj Gibson Taj Gibson is a very smart player. How do you give that up? Yeah, now you gotta be vaccinated to go to MSG. Um, I might get it at the end of the month, bro. To be honest with you, because my job is kind of bugging me, even though I had COVID. But there's a good chance that I think I'm not 100% sure, bro. But I'm sick and tired of not being able to at least go to MSG before I get too busy with work. Wait, why didn't you go into MSG? Oh, it don't look like they're doing that anytime soon. I don't think, at least not this year. B Sim saw Larry Bird drop 40 at MSG in '86. I wish I saw Michael Jordan play. Live. Damn, really, Nate? That's what's up, bro. We're doing all right, bro. We're only up by 4. You wide receiver one, bro. That's all that matters. I always wait to drink my water at the end of the day. That's why I always be coughing because I gotta eat my food first. Man, I hear you, brother. I mean, bro, one day, I'm telling you, bro, This channel is gonna be really big, and we're all gonna meet each other one day. I would love that. I would love that, bro. Us, like all of us, like the 10 of us that are always here. You guys are the originals. You guys are like the Avengers. Randall's coming through though with the 3 pointers. I can't lie. Can I name all of you? Let's see. Hayden, Beeson, UBG, Nathan, Eric, Devin, York. Who am I missing? Who am I missing? Uh, who am I missing? I named 7. I mean, is White Falcon a regular? 8. Brennan. Did I mention Brennan? 9. Uh, Shintaro is 10. Who I miss? Oh, Jerome. Yes, sir. But that will be 11. I can't forget about Jay. And I named Eric, right? Jesus fucking Christ, bro. Come on. This Ralph Randall again. All we gotta do is defend. Gotta stop. Gotta stop. Gotta stop here. Stop giving up the fucking paint. I swear to God, Fournier barely defends, bro. Good move, Kemba. Oh my God. Did barely anything today, but something when it matters. Damn. That's a beautiful floater, bro. No, I said B Sim. No, no, no. I said B Sim. I definitely said B Sim. B Sim was like the second or third person I said. Only one I forgot was Jerome. Oh, Kemba with a steal. Hold the ball, Randall. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. It looked good though. No, you did. I did. He was the second one, second or third one. Yo, somebody just threw something on the court. They threw a ball on the court. Oh, that's an automatic ban. That's that's crazy. Randall doing it at the end. Not gonna lie. Yo, RJ's too strong. RJ's too strong. I think I agree with Devin. We win. I think overall, it's not a good game, but the end makes it better. I know, I know. I don't know where he is. Knicks talk. I don't know where he's at. I mean, the stat sheet looks good for Randall Devin, but I think that you can, you can, you can see what Randall needs to work on to consistently be a good player. You know what I'm saying? RJ tonight has. I'll tell you right now. RJ has 15. I think if I think that's another thing for us too. We gotta play with some more fire, Play with some more energy. Play with some more fire. I mean, you know what? We needed this win though. We needed this win bad. Our way came. Yeah, we won. It wasn't a good game, but it's a game we won. A game we needed to win. So I think I don't think Randall played overall. Like he didn't play bad overall. I think he could have played better. Like he got his stats because he was hitting his shots towards the end, most definitely. 31, 5 and 10 from three, 12 rebounds, 12 for 25 from the field. So 31 and 12 basically. Okay. Fournier has not been good. Kemba has not been good. Kemba had a clutch bucket at the end. You know. Hey man, we won. Don't be too grumpy, guys. All right, we won. Don't be too grumpy now. Could have been worse, right? Damn near almost lost this game. Don't be too grumpy now. Uh, yeah,
Hello?
yo.
What's poppin', Philly fans? What's poppin'?
Wait, I can hear you. What's up?
What's poppin', Philly fans? You
I don't know
bitch
what he had. There's only
motherfuckers.
one guy I know, and he's not here today. He's not here today. He's not here today. I saw. If you mean the fan that threw the ball in the court, I thought that would have been like an automatic ban for life, bro. I don't know if they're gonna
I
do that,
think I think he threw it I think he was leaving anyway.
but they gonna catch him.
Yeah, they gonna catch him. Hey,
Like
Are we a
this,
playoff team, Donnie? Do you think so?
with the talent we have, yes, but I don't know if we have the mentality to be a playoff team. I don't know if we have the mentality to
What do you
be.
think we'll do quickly?
I think quickly is a player who's gonna get his game some nights, but he's not. To me, he's not a player that I want to rely on to get us in back into the game. To
See,
be
I
honest,
always thought he was going to be that guy at the beginning, the first year. I thought he was going to be that guy that the Knicks can look at him. Okay, we're only up. It's tied game. 4 seconds to go. We need to get a bucket. Let's hand the ball to Manuel quickly. I thought that was going to be the quickly that we were going to see, but it's obviously not.
no. Yeah, that's partially his fault because he's not. I don't know what he's been working on in the summer. He's not taking jump shots, bro. It is. It infuriates me so much that this guy is not even trying to take a mid range shot. You know.
But maybe is there any way impossible that it could be Tibbs' fault? Just
Mm,
not running him on the court enough.
I think that quickly has gotten his opportunities, especially early on in the year, like earlier games, and he looked like he wasn't even ready to just hit a regular shot, at the time. So I think Tibbs lost patience with him, like all of us have at this point, to be honest. But he had 9 points today. He had some good threes. He can do that. Like it's not like he can't do that. We know he can do that.
I love quickly, but I also like Maxi. I wish we'd go trade quickly for Maxi.
No, Maxi ain't going nowhere because Maxi is better than him.
You
I
think
think
he'd
that
be in a?
would be part of a different trade if we're really gonna trade, we would. But realistically, Randall's going nowhere. Realistically, Randall is just not leaving. Quickly could leave with somebody else, but right now they're gonna wait and see what happens. They'll probably give Quickly another year unless a trade offer came that was so good that they couldn't pass it up to include him. But like a lot of
I'm
the,
gonna say it again. What I really hate is I really hate taking Alec Burks over Reggie Bullock. I just really liked Reggie Bullock.
you know what? In the end, yeah, no, I think he could have stayed on this team. Honestly, even as some type of starter, at this
What'd you
point.
say,
But hey,
Donnie? I couldn't hear you.
no, I said at this point, I probably would have taken Reggie Bullock. Probably even as a starter at some point, and have Fournier sit. But Fournier, I didn't know Fournier's defense was that bad. Like he's literally jogging. He's jogging around. Like he's not even trying. He's not trying to defend anybody. So I think the other teams know that. So they tend to get on runs when this dude Fournier is on the court. Along with Randall for their defensive lapses. I think.
Yo, Don.
Well,
Yo,
I gotta get off right now, Donnie. I'll probably get back on in a minute. Dad's calling me.
all right, brother. No worries.
I might get back on in just a minute, but
All right.
all right. See you later.
See you later. Yo,
Yeah.
Dad, what up?
So this is what I want to say. I feel like teams have figured Randall's game out. They got first they had Lonzo Ball. When we played the Bulls, they had Lonzo Ball guarding Randall. Now you got Danny Green guarding Randall. And he's having a hard time against smaller players. He has a hard time against people his size. And the only reason why we won is because his shots were just falling. They were all like
Today.
settled shots. They
Yeah,
were all
today.
settled shots. You know what I'm saying? They were falling. But even before them shots was falling, did you see all them Kobe shots he tried to take in the first half and he missing them,
Yeah.
bricking them?
It's like if you looked at Randall's stats, like Brandon said, like all of you've been saying it today, if you looked at his stats, you're like, damn, like this guy is really doing it for the Knicks. Like without watching the game. Let's say it flashed across the screen, you're watching NBA TV, and you see Randall 31, 12 rebounds. Like, damn, yeah, Randall's really doing it on that team, man. Like he's really like making the Knicks a better team. But in reality, I don't think that's really the case. For Randall right now, it's almost stat pads sometimes because he's settling shots, like you said, and bro, Julius Randle can't get to the hoop. I don't know why, but he doesn't have the moves to. I don't think he
He has
does.
to use his arm. He has to clear people out with his arms. He has no moves to get to the hole. And if you ask me, I think Obi played better, like overall.
As a
Like,
center, right? It wasn't bad. Did you see that? He played center for like what, like 2 minutes even. That
yeah,
wasn't bad. That small lineup you had. I was like, whoa, that's different, but it could work sometimes.
yeah, sometimes. Yeah, Obi was effective. Like Obi was real effective. I think he should have played a little bit more. But
I
I can't complain too much. Randall came in, he did what he had to
did
do.
his thing,
He did what he had to do. I was nervous. He came in, what was it, 5 minutes left about? He came in. And I'm like, yo, here we go. Like, because before he came in that time, he wasn't playing well at all to me. He made a couple shots here and there, but there was defensive plays. He wasn't really trying that hard, and and he just the settling thing. That just and Rose was just out of it. Rose was out of it.
Yeah. Which is surprising because I thought when Rose came in, okay, at least we got some security. And he hit that mid ranger. It's like, okay, now Rose is going to start. And after that mid ranger, actually, was it a mid ranger or a three? I forgot.
I think it was a mid range.
It was a mid ranger, and then after that, nothing else came from him. So that was that. So we got lucky that Randall hit his because otherwise, I think we would have lost again tonight. If it wasn't for that, we probably would have lost. But you got to look at it from the perspective that I think that Thibodeau is aware that the starting lineup is not gelling. Speaking of starting lineup, Kevin Walker had a clutch floater at the end, but gave us nothing else really today. So there's a problem there. And I think Tibbs is realizing that because that's the first time I've seen that small lineup we did. So we got things to figure out. I think Hayden asked before. I don't know if you heard before he came in. He asked if we were a playoff team. I said we don't have the mentality of a playoff team, but we have the talent to be one. So if the Knicks are serious about what they want to do, they're going to really have to pull it together, But I don't know. Like this tonight was the first time I even seen them do like a little huddle, when they hit that free throw. I'm like, come on, like we supposed to do stuff like that all the time, like you're supposed to be engaged with everybody, like you gotta hold defense accountable on everybody that's on the court, and we have moments where we're not doing that, so it makes it hard.
I feel like Randall's the type of player like he loves his stats so much to the point where it's like he could have a bad overall game, but then you see how happy he got when he started making shots. Yeah, I understand you could be a little happy, but like the overall way you played, it wasn't acceptable. Like he was super happy. I'm like, yo, bro, chill out. Like you don't gotta, like you don't deserve to be acting like this, man. Just what I'm saying, just take the W and just what I'm saying.
No, you're right. I guess
pour some cold water
like,
on him.
If Joel Embiid played tonight, or even Ben Simmons, we would have had a problem today. Because I don't know who's going to guard Ben Simmons if Ben Simmons actually wanted to play tonight. And we give up the paint way too easily. It doesn't matter who the Nerlens Noel didn't play tonight, but the paint is open for any type of food you want to eat. That you can just go in the fridge, bro. Like it's to the point where like I don't know what Tom Thibodeau does, bro.
Yo, and another thing I noticed about Randall's defense, a lot of times he'll stay with his man. He'll stay with his man, right? Until the last second when they're shooting, he doesn't put a hand up. It's like he just thinks staying with his man is good enough. But now you got to put a hand up. You got to put, you know what I'm saying? You got this dude cook Moss straight killing him.
Yeah. You know who's guilty of that too? Fournier.
Yeah. He'll stay with you, but he don't contest.
UBG says Randall was playing for himself. You think so? Randall, he does his thing. He can go home happy, go to the family happy. At least I have my points. If we win, we win. We lose, we lose. I got a feeling like that sometimes. And B Sim says the same. Randall's a stat stuffer. It feels like that, And I've had selfish games like that too. Like maybe y'all have had selfish games like that when you're playing a sport and you did your thing. So at least you can go home and say, hey, at least I did my thing. Which is selfish. But I feel like Randall really has some of that in him. So it's not good. It's not good.
And Big Task is right about Quickly. Quickly's not as aggressive as he was last year.
He's not as aggressive, or is it harder this year?
Yeah, and it's like figured out.
It's like Quickly could put up 30 any night last year. He's lucky if he puts up 10 this year though. Like
they didn't know his game. Now they got him figured out.
That's what my dad said. He was like, they know Quickly's game. It's always hard the second year. But, I mean, it's just painful watching Quickly because I want to see him success. I want him to be good. But he's not showing it the second year.
No, I think that his past two games, he's played the best he did all season. So far.
You can't just play good for 1 year and then just call it. You have to play good for more than 1 year to be good. No. Once you play, if say Maxey came in and he played good 5 years and was great, and then he comes in and flukes the rest, yeah, people are going to talk about how good he was for a few years, but they're never going to talk about the last few years, and it's not going to ever make him as good as he could have been.
I understand it. Bro, I'm not going to lie, Hayden. I really love you. Do you know why? You're doing like the most interesting like conversations for your age. That like it's crazy. Like everything you say is like it's so on point. It's ridiculous. That like the point you just made, like that's a crazy point. Like if you think about it, like you can't be a player that has 1 year of success because that means that what the actual talent level was somewhere in between. You know, like you talk about consistency. You know, so going forward, I think one of the reasons why quickly has been figured out he doesn't have enough elements of his game to really surprise people, and neither does Randall, and neither does Fournier, and neither does. This is it. I think we're onto something here. Most of our players don't have enough to really surprise defenses. So all these games that are close and that we're losing, we're becoming easy to defend. You know,
Donnie,
is
there's
Randall.
always going to be this one point guard I want in New York, but first he'll never come to New York just because what he did to us. And second, he's untouchable. I want Trae Young. I feel like he would just be a spectacular fit here.
I don't know if we can go with Trae Young after what he did.
I still take him.
Now he probably doesn't want to come to New York. He had to shut us up. We spit on him and everything.
Yeah, that what? Yeah,
He'd be like, I don't think he'd want to come to New York even if he got paid a lot of money.
Yeah, we did spit on him, son.
I forgot all about that. Yeah, that's terrible. That's terrible.
I just think it was a little funny just because how we treated Trae Young, and now Knicks fans are like, come on, we want Trae Young.
We spilled that, man. That's crazy. Robert Woodward says, Randall went off. Yes, he did. But are you really happy with that, Rob? Are you happy with? I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm happy too. I should be happy with like we won, but like if you and like we analyze the game in a deeper way, not just winning and losing.
Donnie, did you see Jerome out there a while ago in the comments? I never seen him though.
I think in the beginning he was there, like early, like when I first got on, he was on there for a little bit and then he left after.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like I never really comment a lot. So I'll be sitting in the stream and then I make one comment every 30, 40 minutes. And then it's like I just now joined because I just don't make a lot of comments. I just sit and watch.
Nah, it's all good, bro. You a big
I'll be sometimes because I can't watch the games on my TV. I'll get on I have your video rolling on the bottom of my screen and then I'll be watching the ESPN game cast of the game.
Really, man? I appreciate that, man.
So I can see, so I know you're talking about it, and I can also see what we're doing. Because it still tells you the basic parts of it. Like, it tells you, say, Julius Randle throws it over Quickly's hands and says, Julius Randle's got a turnover, and then we know why you're mad.
Nah, man, I appreciate that, man. Always appreciate it, brother. Shintaro says,
let my dad in. Hold on.
We don't have a closer, which is going to be here. We do have a closer. I think.
That's my dad, Donnie.
Is your dad?
What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Just getting in from work. Rough day.
How was your day?
Long. I've been on our grandmother. Well, my grandmother's passing away, and they've got her up in the city, the bigger city up above. It's called Louisville, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
It's about an hour and 45 minutes from here. I made 8 trips this weekend, there and back. So I was on the road about 12 hours this weekend.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Pretty rough, man. Hey, you go for $50.
All right. Well, Donnie, I got to get off here. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
All right, brother. Good to see you.
See you, Donnie.
All right, bye.
Bye.
What's the point I had? Shintaro said we don't have a closer. Yeah, we do have a closer though. That's usually Derrick Rose. But the problem is that Derrick Rose didn't hit his shot, and Randall hit his. That's really how we won today. Randall hit his, and that was that.
I think we don't have a closer, because I wouldn't even trust Rose to be a closer. Like last second shot, like.
So that last year, who was the closer?
It was nobody. We wasn't closing games really. It was Bullock. It was Bullock hitting the 3, the closers. Remember Randall tried like damn near 10 times and he missed all of them. And then every time we closed the game last year, it was pretty much Bullock. It was a pass to Bullock, and he'll hit a three. Other than that, I can't think of nobody who was really a closer for us.
Do you think we made a mistake between Alec Burks and Reggie Bullock?
Yeah, we made that mistake.
I think so too.
We definitely
Looking back at
because
it,
we already got too many ball handlers.
and Bullock didn't really demand the ball like that because he was a good defender, so he would just shoot in the corner.
Right.
Looking back,
Yeah.
that might be one you want back because now Burks is not the same player. Because I thought Burks was good too, but Burks wasn't coming off the bench. People forget Burks wasn't on the bench. Burks was starting a lot of the games last year, and he's accepted the bench role, which I think is great. But Evan Fournier, who's ahead of him, is not that much better than him, to be honest. So
I think Burks is better than Fournier right now.
yeah.
Like Fournier might be putting up more points, but I'm not really worried about the points. I'm just worried about like the defensive rotations. That's our main thing. For you to be able to find your man off them rotations, and Fournier he's a step slow.
I don't know if I like what I see from Fournier. Now he seems to be a guy he's a good shooter, honestly, but he's settling for his three and does nothing else.
Yo, but listen, when we signed him, I was thinking, all right, we got a shooter just like Bullock, right? But we also got a guy that could dribble the ball. From what I've been seeing so far, Fournier can't really dribble the ball comfortably. Like if it's a smaller guy on him, like they're gonna get all up on him, and he can't dribble the ball that comfortably. Have you seen him dribble the
Lately,
ball
no. In the
comfortably?
beginning, I thought he was doing it. I was like, whoa, like this is different. Like that was the first time I seen a small forward, for us really like go around. They're like the first couple of games. I think preseason. I don't know if he played the preseason, but I know early in the season he was doing it. But now I don't know. Now I'm
Now
just
I
like,
see him doing what Bullock was doing,
just shooting.
just shooting, catch and shoot, and maybe he'll drive. No, matter of fact, Fournier early in the game today, he had a nice drive. It was the hardest I ever seen him take the ball to the paint, and he finished with a righty layup, and that was the most like aggressive I've seen Fournier on that one drive.
No, it's definitely, man. It's frustrating watching his game now. UBG says Fournier can defend and also struggles sometimes with his offense. This is true. And Rob says no because Burks can score. So he's talking about us comparison if it was better to keep Burks or Bullock. And he says it's not a mistake to keep Burks because Burks can score off the dribble. Plus he's a playoff worthy. Plus he's playoff worthy. Bullock's game is one dimensional.
What I would say,
I would have taken a better defender. I think Bullock is a better defender than Burks is, definitely.
but sometimes the team you need that one-dimensional type player to fit with a team. And right now we need that catch and shoot and that 3-and-D. Bullock is the definition of 3-and-D, and that's what we need. Because it's already, if you think about it, that second unit, it's already like mad ball handlers. You got Rose out there, you got Quickly out there, you got Obi who be handling it sometimes. You need that person that could just knock down a shot.
What's I gonna say? The second. Speaking of the second unit, I think we can get more success from the second unit if Tibbs trusts the second unit. You know what I'm saying? I think the second unit is not bad. It's a lot better than what Thibodeau thinks it is. I think that second unit can surprise some people, especially with Obi. He's very dynamic. He's quick, can dunk, can pass a little bit. He can even take players on the dribble. So you got it. I feel like Tibbs has to experiment with Grimes, Obi. I know McBride is pretty much out of the picture right now. Like I can't get a sense of where he's on this team. Like he's just on the bench. Like he's literally like he's lucky he's a rookie this year, basically. Like McBride is probably not going to see much unless an injury happens, God forbid. But with Obi and Burks already, we got to try the second unit. I think second unit may be somewhere where we can get some relief. And if Randall can just hit it spurts, I don't. You know what? I don't want Randall to constantly be the guy with the ball in his hands, and neither do I want Quickly with the ball in his hands. To be very honest with you, if we're gonna determine somebody's who's gonna have the ball in his hands, one person is Derrick Rose. And then after that, I don't know yet. I don't know.
Tibbs just said he said we can't feel too happy about this win. You know, he was like still got a lot to work on. So I like he's saying that.
He was honest.
I like he's saying that. You
Yeah,
know,
he was honest.
but one
But
thing about Tibbs, you're not gonna really hit like the things that fans want to hear when the Knicks are playing bad. You're not gonna hear that from him. They keeping all that in the locker room. You're not
yeah,
going.
he's not a coach that he's not gonna, which I respect though. Like I respect it. He's not gonna throw his players under the bus. But my expectation is if you don't throw your players under the bus, which you shouldn't do, there has to be some type of result from what you do. Like let's say I don't think we practice in between the two of days. You can't. You can only go like through like situational plays. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna go full on practice. But there needs to be something coming from like a bad loss or something like that. And sometimes we haven't seen that, which frustrates me because of the question. Then I start questioning like, well, then what's being said in the timeout? Because there's so many mental lapses that I've seen this season already after those plays, and he's to blame for some of the rotations. When he does a good job on rotations, we usually win. I don't think we've lost a game when we said that Tibbs made the right decisions rotation wise, right? So, he has to recognize that too, and he has to be honest with his guys. If Randall's not hitting, if RJ's not on, there are bench players who are capable, outside of Quickly. I think so. And Rob says Bullock is injury prone on the low. You know what? At this point, it's really either or because I feel like we're in a better position anyway. We can really take another hit in the draft and see what we can come up with. Like, I wouldn't be mad if Quickly left after the end of this year or next year because I think by next year he'll probably won't be on this team no more. If I mark my words, if Emmanuel quickly still plays the same way next season, come trade deadline, he'll be traded. No, he'll be traded. But I think as long as he keeps himself in the conversation, he'll think about it. But I think
Well,
the
y'all
team,
comparing Burks and Rose? I mean Burks and what's that nigga name? Bullock. Who
huh?
we should have kept? Y'all comparing Burks versus Bullock? Who we should have kept?
Yeah, we're comparing Burks versus Bullock, and because if you look back now, it kind of looks bad because you could have really used Bullock in a lot of these situations, and then you probably wouldn't have gone for Fournier. I don't think you would have gone for Fournier if you would have had Bullock.
You
But
see, for me, it's like I like Bullock, and he can hit a shot, and you need players like that on the team. But the Knicks should have got somebody better, just like another better 3-and-D. Because I feel like Bullock is good for the regular season, but as you see in the playoffs, like he's not that good when it's that level of competition. So we probably should have upgraded from him. I'm not saying we should have just like traded him, but I'm saying we could have upgraded from him. That'd be cool because playoff times he was getting smoked. Because it's just another level of competition. But
that's the thing. I don't think that was possible, bro. I realized last year that the three position is one of the hardest positions to find a good player, man. It's hard to find a
especially
good
a three
three.
and D, yeah, especially a three
Yeah,
and
you
D.
know how hard it is to find a player like that in the league, and they're not. Those guys are the most valuable. I think the three position is one of the most valuable positions in the league because point guards you always have. There's always someone that is willing to be a point guard and a shooting guard, and there's always a center, even if he's not good or not. But to find a good three, because Fournier to me, he could almost be a shooting guard sometimes. Like I'm sure he's pretty. I don't know how tall Fournier is. I know he's like what 6'6". I don't know how tall he is, 6'4". But like,
But he doesn't have the foot speed. He doesn't have
no,
the
he
foot
doesn't. It's
to
like to
be a
me, he's
shooting
not
guard.
really a three. Like the way his game is, it's not. I don't think I would put him there. I would rather be if I had to, I'd make him a guard. But he can't be a guard because we have too many guards. But
Somebody said this other day. I might be on White Falcon and somebody. They said we don't really have a true shooting guard. That's what they said. I think Burks is probably the truest shooting guard we have.
a true shooting guard. So then you move RJ to the three. I don't know.
With this like this team,
It's weird, right? That's
it's
problems.
personnel. We got a personnel issues. Like some of these players are trying their hardest. Like Kemba, he's trying his hardest on defense. It's just a personnel problem. Like some of these guys, it's just not their natural strength.
No, but then you have to. This team, like there's some teams in the league that have one direction that they're going in. Like if you look at the Bucks, you know who the Bucks are trying to be. Defensively, they're trying to lock in. Giannis is their star. Middleton is there. You know what I'm saying? They got their guys ready, and that's how they're gonna play every night. I think one of the things that hurts us is we don't have a direct way how we want to win. And even if we tried with Randall, Randall doesn't have that level in him to really be a leader. To really be the guy that's gonna take the ball and get to the hoop. And RJ is trying to become that guy, but we still, or at least in the Knicks, they consider him to be a number two, which means you're not really going to get the ball in most situations unless number one, Randall is playing so bad that everybody else is looking at him like, hey, pass up the ball. And still, Randall will get the ball in most situations anyway. Playing bad or not. You see it now. Like quickly was trying to come up with the ball earlier. I think he was coming up the court. I think it was quickly. And he was trying to make a move, and then in the end, he passed it back to Randall anyway. And I think that's when Randall went on the run, I believe. Because that's when he started hitting his threes. You know what I'm saying? But in my head, I was like, hey, like, quick, you had the ball. You could have made a move. But no matter what happened, he still passed it back to Randall anyway. And RJ will do the same.
Did you see? Like I think it might have been like in the first half how Randall was getting like nice passes, like on the money, like good
Yeah, his
passes, and he
passes
was
to
wide
RJ
open.
was nice.
And he'll just wait, and then he
Yeah.
want to do a little step back fadeaway instead of just catch and shoot, like catch and shoot in rhythm. Like he's not good at shooting in rhythm off a catch. He got to like do some type of dribble, sidestep, step back, fade away, and to me that's low percent. That's a low percentage shot.
No, I get that. And I think that's his favorite shot, which is not really a real shot. No, normally, you would only do that if there was a defender there. You know what I'm saying? So, and even still, I always say that Randall aims at shots. I never really feel like he's shooting. I don't feel like it's a true shot. I feel like it's like almost like some type of catapult shit. It works sometimes. Don't get me wrong, but it doesn't seem that. That's one of the reasons why I don't think he can really catch and shoot because his shot is not built like that to catch and shoot the ball. I think, and I think he knows that. What else?
That's what I was saying
Uh,
about Fournier. He does that little stupid ass stutter step to the side bullshit. Like, bro, just catch and shoot. Does a little side step and then fake drives and then passes it. Like, what are you doing?
yeah,
Just shoot the ball.
I think Tibbs should work on that. Have people just shoot when they're open. Shoot when they're open.
We second guess a lot.
Yeah. UBG says IQ won't be here long unless he makes some changes. You know what? I think secretly people are looking at IQ as somebody that they could trade away if they had to. I'm not gonna lie. I have a weird feeling about him. I have a weird feeling about him. I just
I trade
feel
him in a heartbeat.
yeah, no, I have a weird feeling. I have a weird feeling come this once this trading starts, I think some teams are willing to give something for him. Because another team that's not on the level that we are. I think we're just about a playoff team, but like lower teams, they could take him and develop him, and then maybe in 2 years they become a playoff team. I think that's the goal. I like that about basketball. Like sometimes, like you've seen today, you have a player like Jalen Brown, and you have Ben Simmons, right? Technically, there's no reason for you to trade Jalen Brown because Jalen Brown is way better than Ben Simmons. But the Celtics have problems. And they know those three guys and Smart, Tatum, and Jalen Brown, they're not going to be able to play together for much longer. So you might as well change something and then get something in return and see how that works and then rebuild your team while Ben Simmons goes the other way. You know what I'm saying? Get the headache out from the Celtics and then you get Jalen Brown. And you probably got to get a little bit more to get Jalen Brown there, but you're willing to give that up to reset your team. So it's like sometimes a need for a player, you're gonna give up something. I think it's possible that I swear I think it's possible that that trade happens.
I
If,
think it could happen too. But me,
if
yo, people gonna think I'm bugging, but I think Jalen Brown is better than Tatum.
people were
He
saying that today,
is.
you weren't here in
He
the chat.
is, bro.
Everybody
Donna
was
casual, bro. Donna
Yeah.
casual,
on the
bro.
casual,
He a better fan. I mean, he a better basketball player than Tatum, bro.
bro. Listen to me. Jaylen Brown is a very good player, but at his best, side to side, Jason Tatum is better than him. Jason Tatum just hasn't had a good year. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's easy to look at a year a player has and be like, oh yeah, he's good now, he's better. I don't think so.
Nah,
Jason
but I've
Tatum.
been saying this for a minute though.
Yeah, I
I've
have
been
too.
saying I've been
I
saying
have
that for a
too.
minute. Like I think he's the better player out of the two. He defends better,
Absolutely.
drives better, shooting damn near the same. I think Jason Tatum could shoot it
He has
just
a
as good
higher
as him.
motor. His motor's higher.
I
He could
don't know. I think
facilitate better. Like he's just a better player to me. Like I think Tatum is just well known. Like he's just a the guy out of
no.
Duke.
I
Just
think
the
Jason
scorer out of
Tatum.
Duke, bro.
No. I think Jason Tatum is a little bit burnt out. I think they. I don't know if you remember me saying this a couple years, not a couple years back, like maybe a couple months back. I feel like the Boston Celtics peaked super early, like super early. Like that team, like that's when Jason Tatum was like maybe a second year. Jaylen Brown had just gotten there, and they were good. They were a really good team, made the playoffs, but they didn't really go all the way. Made it to like second round. And that was that. And after that, they never really got to how good they were those first couple of years. And I think it gets tiring because once players leave and reshuffle, and now Jason Tatum is supposed to be the guy, and it doesn't work out. Like you try another year, same thing. I think he's just a little bit burnt out. I think he needs some new teammates. I really do. I think sometimes some players can benefit from just being around a different group of players after because they've been doing this. Jaden Brown. Jaylen Brown has been drafted by the Boston Celtics too, so he's been there a while. I just think maybe a change of players can benefit Tatum, man, because Jaylen Brown is on his way. Don't get me wrong, he's on his way. But I'm not ready. Maybe after this year, by the end of this year, I'll say that he's better than Jason Tatum, but not right now. Not right now. He's getting there though. He's getting there. He's a little bit younger too, I believe. So so
I
it's
think he is younger. I think like 2 or 3 years younger.
yeah, it's only natural, in your game. Look, where he is today has a lot to do with playing against Jason Tatum in practice. Jason Tatum, no scrub, dude. I would have loved to have Jason Tatum the first year. Shit, but that's another thing, man. I wonder when it's our time again. Remember we had Patrick Ewing. We had a bona fide all-star player, man. Like, I know we had Melo, but Melo just everything went wrong, did it wrong, did everything possibly wrong. I think
Melo
once we
played more with Denver, scored more points with Denver. It's like he was a Knicks player, but bro, he did a lot more in Denver. To be fair,
because the team they surrounded Melo with was horrible, and Melo is we played it wrong. We should have waited. All that amnesty bullshit we did, like what I'm saying, like it messed up our team. But what can you say? I think in the end, maybe by next year, the draft, we can get another piece, preferably a point guard at this point. A real point guard. I think next year we should go for a point guard. We really should, and then trade whatever pieces we need to make the team work. I think B Sims said Julius Randle has a really friendly contract if we really wanted to trade him. But I take the win tonight, but I'm with you guys. I'm not that happy to be honest. I'm not thrilled.
I didn't
But
see
at least
half the
we
game,
won.
so I can't really comment on Julius Randle. All I saw was that fourth quarter, really, when he had played good, but I haven't seen majority of the game. A lot of people saying he didn't play that good, even though the stats say
No,
otherwise.
you didn't. If you watched the fourth quarter, you would have thought he played great. To be honest,
Yeah, I watched that. I'm like, damn, this Julius him playing better.
we haven't been. He hasn't been back to that. I don't know if it's confidence because there was a time last season where I was convinced that Julius Randle had become this new man, and we got him at the right time, and this was going to be the beginning. And then all we said he had to do was work on his passing and his turnovers. But I'm not 100% convinced. Oh, Rob says Fournier is in his prime though. Well, what does prime mean? I mean, prime means that you're playing the best basketball. Look, you would have thought Ricky Rubio was in his prime yesterday. Shit, you
That
know,
ass.
I've never seen Ricky Rubio do that, and I know he's nice. I've never seen Ricky Rubio
Bro,
do
I
that.
was there, man. Yo, I was there. I'm like, oh my god, what
It
is
was
he
crazy, right?
killing this?
Yeah, I've never seen that.
I think I don't know if y'all watched Alan Hunt's like post game at his crib, but he explained that shit perfectly. He was like, "Yo, the Knicks don't have that attitude at home. Like when niggas come here, it's like niggas just get off here, bro. Like niggas get their career high here.
It's been like
Niggas
that for
ball
a
out
couple
here.
of
We
years.
don't have that shit. We don't have that. Like, yo, this our crib, nigga. You ain't doing none of that. We don't have that. Rookie Rubio was just fucking yo. I was like, he was like 22 or at Dykeman or something playing. Like it was crazy. I couldn't believe that shit.
You know,
Him
a lot
shooting
of
the
those
ball
shots,
like that.
I bet you, a lot of them were uncontested threes. Even yesterday, I hate to talk about yesterday, but it's a reoccurring problem that we have. And you're right about that, man. We don't have that attitude, but that's Thibodeau, though, don't you think? Isn't that him like instilling like the philosophy in the team? He has Derrick Rose, he has Taj Gibson, guys who he has coached before. You know, they got to do a better job at that. Like to me, that's on them. That's on the players, man. Because once Tom Thibodeau has been known as a defensive coach for years, and I remember when he had a Tibbs had a really bad Chicago team. You know, it was a team I forgot. I think Taj Gibson was on it. I think Nate Robinson was on that team. I don't know if you remember that year, but they were scrappy. They were really scrappy. You know, they were. I think they made the playoffs, but they were a scrappy ass team, and they were hard to beat. You know, I feel like you gotta want to win these games, and you gotta want to play the defense. But unfortunately, guys like Fournier and Randall they don't like that defense stuff too much. Even though Randall does get his rebounds, don't get me wrong, and he makes an occasional block. But if he had to pick between the two, offenses is where he's going. You know, it's just unfortunate because I do think that if we played a little bit tougher defense, we'd be so hard to beat. You know, because then from your defense, it's easier to try and score a bucket because you're not always trying to kill yourself to get back because you got guys back. I don't know.
Yo,
Rob said he
I'm gonna
was at
say
the
that.
game.
Oh, my fault.
No, you good. I was just gonna say that Rob
I'm
was
gonna
at
say
the
this:
game.
the way Randall played today is pretty much how he played all last season. He was getting his points, but he was messing up a good amount. But he was getting his stats, getting that 30, you know, getting 20 some 30. And you got Knicks fans now. I'm on Twitter. I go to Twitter and just go to Twitter search and I just type in Randall, see what they talk about. And you got fans that's
Yeah, I
like,
do
yo,
that too. There, you.
I don't even got Twitter. I don't even
I do
got
that
Twitter,
shit
but I
too.
go there and see what they talk about. And you got fans that's like, yeah, let's go. Like Randall, he went north tonight. You know what I'm saying? And it's like what? It's like all right, he had his stats, but it's like, what are y'all really watching? Like this is what gets me mad. This is
They
why
need that
Randall gets.
savior. They
What's
need that
that?
savior, bro. That guy. They need that savior. That guy that they could just cling on to, like they've done all these years. That's why Knicks fans is fucking crazy because like they stay doing that shit.
I just want him to play smarter. Like you got people, people is really going in. Like Randall's the guy.
Yeah, I
Like
see that shit all
it,
over Twitter.
like it's crazy. Like the eye test is the most important thing, and the eye test tonight is at all right. Scale 1 to 10. I say he played about a 5. Me personally.
I give him a 6. I give him a 6.5 because I thought, based on the losing streak we had, I was convinced that he was not going to do that. But then again, sometimes what do they always say? It's a make or miss league, right? You know, you can make your shots and look really good one night and miss them another night and look terrible. So it's somewhere in between. But for the most part, he hasn't really been. If you want a complete game from Randall, he's played better last year, I think, because last year it was new, it was fresh, and the supporting cast last year complimented him better. You know, now I really think so. Last year's supporting cast was better for him, but the talent level was a little bit lower, so they had to work harder. You know, now there's guys that can honestly play, but like Fournier is not going to help you out that much. If your shot is good, it's good. But if not, you're not getting much from him. RJ could do it, but he needs the ball, and Randall's always going to be option number one. And then after that, yeah, who's helping Randall? I just think that First things first, man. A point guard. A point guard is necessary. I think a point guard in so many ways is gonna help. I think that's what we got to be honest. Julius Randle doesn't have the handle to even carry the fucking ball, so we got to start with a point guard somewhere, some way. Colin Sexton got hurt
His
actually.
passing's improved, but even his passing is suspect. He doesn't really have that high IQ. Some of his passes be forced passes, forced assists. It's not really like playmaking assists. It's kind of like last minute shit.
Yeah.
Rob says he was at the game. Rubio's very crafty and sneaky, and he asked where was Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson
He was hurt.
was hurt today, and
I don't know if he's hurt, but I think they rested him probably back to back.
they rested him and they rested what you call it? No, actually no, he played. He played. Kemba
Wait, Mitch played today?
No, he didn't play.
He didn't play. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Is Noel seriously hurt, or is that like?
I think he'll be fine.
Who was that?
He got back up.
He was on the bench after the game. He was in street clothes. He was chilling.
Yeah, Noel. Yeah, I think he's fine. Well, these days, like we say, you don't even hear nothing from the team. Though. I can't tell you what's going on with the Knicks until they really play. But I think it'll be. I think Noel should just be the center. I think Obi Toppin is somebody that you got to find minutes for him. If you got to reduce quickly minutes, all right. Quickly got 9 points.
Yeah,
better, but I don't know. I don't like Quickly's game. I think it's pretty much you either make it three or not. He doesn't really have anything else, and we've been saying that, and it's like a broken record. I think.
Oh man, yo, you got people saying Julius Randle's a superstar. This other guy saying Julius Randle MVP, low key. They saying, oh, the other guys on the team are trash, but Randle's nice. Like,
Randle
this is why
once again.
I can't. Yo, bro, I just got to be a different type of dude. I'm just different, huh? I'm gonna let these dudes. Even when I go to the Knicks games, bro, like people start screaming MVP chants mad early on. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, shut up.
I hate that so much. You know why? Because I think yesterday they started screaming MVP.
Yeah.
Like what? Like 7, 8? Like what? Like how are you gonna?
Like the first quarter.
But we was up by like 1, and I'm hearing that shit.
I'm like, it's like that's ridiculous, dude. That's how you know we're so desperate.
I'm not a part of that. When I'm at the game, bro, just know I'm not a part of that.
Yeah, man. It creates a bad mentality. Like what the hell we screaming
MVP?
MVP?
Sentimental shit.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. The Madison Square Garden, bro, it's not no real fans up in there, bro.
No.
Like my whole section, like I'm like I'm always like the realest fan. Like I know what I'm seeing, I know what I'm looking at. These other people, they coming out just to have a night out. They just a fun night out.
Yeah, it's Manhattan, bro. You gotta
be talking behind me, talking about stuff that's not even about the game, and I be looking back at him like, yo, shut up. I don't say shut up, but I look at him dead in the eye, like you need to shut up, bro. Like the game's going on, y'all talking about some other stuff. It's ridiculous, man. Like Madison Square Garden is not gonna be the same. It still gets loud, but it's like these fans ain't real.
I think the playoffs, when the playoffs are better. The players are usually better, but they jack the prices up for those crazy. But you gotta remember, like, even when the Knicks were bad, people would still go to the game, celebrities and stuff. But like you said,
I was there. I was still going.
Yeah, it's a night out. Like a lot of fans, like the real fans, those tickets are expensive, man. For MSG, like if you go to other teams in the NBA, the tickets are way more affordable than they are for like Knicks games. It's crazy, like because the real fans, you would see if the tickets were just a little bit more fair, you would see a lot more real fans come out. But unfortunately, like we can't.
That's how it was when we were bad. When we were bad, that's when the real fans was out. You know what I'm saying? Like Marbury days, the real fans was out there. You had crackheads in the freaking. You had crackheads watch in the game. I'm telling you, people used to give out free tickets. It's weird. Like tickets were so cheap then. People used to give out free tickets, and you'll see like the homeless people they're just getting the game. Like one time I had this homeless guy sitting next to me, bro, and he stunk. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how cheap the tickets was.
But it's in New York. It's a business, you know. Like everything is
Like we
business.
hanging on to this Bing Bong shit. That you don't see no other.
What does that
team
even
doing
mean,
that
bro?
shit.
What does that mean? I don't.
I really
What?
don't know what the fuck that's from.
Wait, what?
Bing bong.
I don't know what that means.
You don't even know what that is, do you?
No.
They be saying
Oh,
it at
that's
the
from that
games.
side talk shit. I don't know if you know what side talk NYC is. That thing on this thing
Oh,
on
yeah. So you talking about the noise?
that Bing Bong shit. Like
in the game, in the middle of the game, like if we score like a big bucket, they put it on the screen on it for everybody to see it. And they'll say it. They say "Bing Bong," and
they got
then the
T-shirts and
crowd.
shit,
Next thing you
bro.
know, all the white folks. I'm just saying, all the white folks saying "Bing Bong." I'm like, what is this?
I know what it is now. It's this noise. It's the noise from the side talk video, like that.
Yeah, them dudes.
Okay, yeah, because I like those. I do like those.
Like
I
that's what
don't
we.
know what
That's the
that is.
fan
I'm gonna
base,
stay away
bro.
from that.
But we.
No, that's funny, Dev. You should watch it. It's actually pretty.
Nah,
it's
I know what the side talk is, but that Bing Bong, I'm cool on that. That's corny, bro. That's corny. That's not New York.
Yeah,
Like
that
this is
shit make us look bad,
bro. This is the Knicks, bro. I take this serious. When I
Yeah,
go to these games, bro. When I watch these games on TV, I'm taking this serious. I'm analyzing the game like a true basketball player, and I'm as a true Knicks fan. And it's like, bro, like man, if you ask me, I feel like I'm like the number one Knicks fan in the world, bro. That's just how I feel.
nah, man. I hear you, bro. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you 100%. I hear you 100%. And me, I've been getting clowned for a long time for being a Knicks fan. And I never even played basketball. Like I don't even know how this happened, bro. I don't know how this happened. Like it was just like it's like a
showing
love
up with Nick
for
gear in school and getting your ass cut and shit.
yeah, you could never wear a Nick jersey. And I always watched the Knicks, you know what I'm saying? Wait, let me read something that Rob said because it was pretty interesting. He said, y'all hit the Bucks game or not? Nothing worse than those fuck Trey Young chants. I mean, like, I like that, you know, it's different, you know. But then again, what Devin is saying is very important. Like a lot of those fans, like
I
who
don't
is
even
a
like that
real
shit,
fan,
bro. That
and
nigga fucked us up. We
who's
singing "Fuck Trey Young." Dude,
you
fucked us
know
up. I
who
don't even
like
like that shit.
you go to the game. I have never been to a game, but it's obvious who's a real fan, who's not a real fan. And why does that matter? Because if you really don't know the team, you start chanting MVP, that it messes up the team. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to chant MVP when you're down like we were literally down. I think we were down like at least 7 to 10 points at that point.
Yeah,
And
we were
this
down and they saying that shit.
it makes no sense. No team in the league would ever do that, but we're kind of like
Do some
brainless,
dumbass
you know,
shit
'cause
like that.
we
And
haven't won. So like any type of success, it drives them crazy. It's like crack. That's why everybody's so happy when they win because it's better we win than lose again like we've been doing. So like I think we've got a long way to go before we rebuild our mentality, you know, of just trying to be a good franchise. You know what I'm saying? Like even the Twitter account has totally changed. I don't know if you noticed, like how the Knicks used to operate and stuff like that. They've changed all of that, like within the last year and a half. You know, they never used to be a fun team to learn about. You know, they didn't do a good job of that. They didn't care. You know, you didn't really want to interact with anything Knicks after the game. But now they've tried to be more social. You know what I'm saying, Dev? They try to be more social. They're trying to be with the better commercials. You know, they're including the fans and stuff like that. Fucking what's his name didn't care about that stuff. Um, Dolan, he didn't care about stuff like that. He didn't care. He didn't care if you liked the Knicks or not. He was making money on it. But they've trying to change the culture, and I think with that comes like the fans understanding what it is about New York basketball because New York is literally one of the greatest, probably the best players in the world for basketball. Like you can't even lie. Like it comes. You know how many good players in the NBA come from New York, bro? Like you wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know, like because you wouldn't think that somebody who's playing in LA now grew up in Brooklyn, you know. But like that's a lot of these players just grow up there. And you
yeah,
play basketball in New
but
York. That's what it is.
but New York basketball is dying though.
It is.
Yeah, like you talk about like high school and stuff. Like a lot of the good high schools, they're dying. Like Rice High School closed down probably like almost 10 years ago. That's what Kemba went. And then you got like a lot of these players they're going now. They're going to like Oak Hill and like IMG. down in Florida, like
Yeah.
the regular public schools, they're not thriving no more.
That's one problem. I swear to God, like in a lot of these sportsmen inner city, like you have a lot of these programs. They're picking them up early and they're putting them in good academies. Don't get me wrong, but you don't get that home feel anymore. You know, you don't get that homegrown talent like you used to. Look, to this day, anytime you hear Tobias Harris play or you hear Danny Green, they'll tell you he's from here. It means something, you know. It means something. I know when I've heard the story of when Tobias Harris was in high school and used to play around here. That dude used to embarrass people, and like we remember that because that's like
Bro,
you remember.
Philly got like 3 players from New York: Drummond,
Yeah,
Danny Green, and Tobias Harris. Bro, them dudes is all from New York.
and they were good players in high school, but it's not the same. It's not the same anymore. Like you don't get that anymore. Unfortunately, man. Like in a lot of sports, if you get a good talent, they're going to the straight because it's a money thing now. Because now you can be in either AAU or you can be in a different program even before you go to college, and you just play there. You know what I'm saying? Mo Bamba, Andre Drummond, Cole Anthony, Obi. Yeah.
But a lot of those players like Cole Anthony, like I don't even think he really grew up in New York. I think he came back to high school. Came back, did high school in New York, and
Yeah, I think he grew up in like
I think he
Oregon
still
or something.
transferred out. Didn't he transfer out his last year? And he went to Oak Hill, didn't he?
I didn't follow Cole Anthony at the time, but he's not a point guard I would have wished that.
And then Mo Bamba, I don't think he's gonna be nothing.
No, he had honestly the song was bigger than his actual
Facts.
NBA.
I hope he got royalties from that song. That's gonna make him more money.
I hope he did. I hope he did. Because
Yeah.
side note, real quick side note. If we're talking about music, what's going on with this Travis Scott thing here, man? Like, y'all believe the story of somebody potentially going around like infecting people with something and like they're causing their heart to stop?
I've been watching some YouTube videos and people putting out theories. You know, there's theories going around left and right.
Yeah.
And people, people tying it to like devil worshiping and because there's a lot of symbolism. If you look at like real deep into the symbolism and stuff, and then they saying they mad at him because he didn't stop the concert.
You're not gonna know that. You know, maybe people pass out during a concert. You think you're gonna stop the concert?
I don't know. They said people was yelling, telling them to stop. Like, yo, like.
Nah, he did acknowledge it. He was like, "Yo, security, come do something about the dude." Like 3 dudes passed out, and he had stopped, but then, like, he just said "fucking" and kept going. But like, I don't know,
Bro, I really do believe there was somebody going around this crowd doing something, bro. I believe it was either somebody like slipping somebody something to drink or like with like a needle or something. Like, bro, think about it. It's the perfect place to do something like that. Don't get me wrong. Like, I wouldn't want that to happen, but it's like the perfect place. That's why I
bro.
don't
These
go to
music fans nowadays be bugging out. Yeah, these music fans
Bro, it's
nowadays,
crazy.
they just be bugging, bro.
I never like
They be
I
bugging.
never like going to concerts.
No, me neither.
I think I'd much rather go to a sporting event where I could sit down. You know what I'm saying? Concerts, like you gotta stand up, it's all uncomfortable and
Like, how do you even get out at the end? Like, if you sit in the front, how do you get out?
man, I don't know.
That's
Only
not
concert I ever
fun.
went to was Summer Jam, and I don't think I'll ever do that again.
Summer Jam, you know what's crazy about Summer Jam? It always fucking rained, bro. Like from the
Yeah,
time
that's
we got
true.
out of high school, like
Yeah.
I think for like 4 or 5 years, it rained almost every Summer Jam.
Yeah, that's true.
I hated that. Summer Jam was cursed, so I never went to that either. Yeah, man. Like, yeah, no, I think it's crazy. People talking about suing Travis Scott, and Rob says they're gonna throw the book at Travis. You know what? You know, I learned in business law class a long time ago. You only sue people who have money, which is really Travis Scott got the money, so yeah, you gotta go after him. Can they get it for money? I mean, what they're probably gonna say is that look, if there's somebody in the crowd doing something, you know, to other people, there's what can he really do about that? You know, like it's the equivalent of somebody having a weapon.
It's like he didn't supply the shit. He didn't supply the drugs.
No, he didn't. You know, like you guys went to go see him, and somebody did something in the crowd. It's sad though because people died. Dead ass. Like, you don't wanna see that. But like,
If anything,
Yo,
you
I
got
don't
to
know
sue
if
the
y'all
security
remember.
company.
but
Yeah,
Mike, I
I
was
do.
thinking like, is that related to Travis Scott though? Like, is that not people that he's hiring, or is that separate? Like, if that's
I
separate,
think that's
then
the venue security. That's just
yeah,
the. That might be the venue security.
Listen, at the end of
I
the
don't know if
day,
y'all remember this though. Go ahead, bro.
nah, keep going. My fault.
Y'all remember that P Diddy shit, that college incident shit, where like some dudes got crushed. This was like in the late '90s or some shit. It was in New York. It was when P Diddy and Mike Tyson was there and all that shit. It was like some college some basketball game. He was hosting like a basketball game, and some people got crushed because like the stampede. I don't know if y'all remember that.
no,
Nah,
not in the '90s. That's a little bit different. But I know the equivalent of that, like really, really recently, like because I was trying to go to Rolling Loud in Miami, and the stage basically broke down before the Rolling Loud started. But luckily, nobody was there. But I'm saying that because that's the concert's fault. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these things, bro, you don't think about it. You can die, bro. Like if something happens where people panic and you fall on the floor and people walk over you, bro, you're not gonna be able to get back up. Like maybe 400 or 500 people walking over you in like 1 minute. Hell no.
Oh,
That's why.
That's how they died. They got crushed.
Yeah, some of
That's how
those
they
people
died.
they either got crushed or they whatever happened with their heart. I have no idea what happened, bro. Like you don't know how crazy this
Probably
this world really
hyperventilated
is.
or something.
Like somebody did something, bro. Like there's no way 4 or 5 people's heart just stopped like that. You know, like I
They
like
probably
you know.
hyperventilated or something. I don't know.
No, bro. I think they're doing a lot of drugs stuff, or somebody's injecting something, bro. These are young, healthy people. These are not old people. You know what I'm saying? These are like people in their 20s. Come on, your heart. People doing all kind of wild stuff. Your heart not just gonna stop, bro. Like it's too coincidental that it was a couple of people, and they said there was a security guard who they were actually able to revive. Like they were able to do compressions, and he woke up, and they said that he felt like like a sting in his neck as he was trying to break up like
These niggas be bugging.
bro. It's wild, bro. You'll never catch me any of them shit. I swear to God, you'll never
I
go
don't
like
even like his music.
These music fans,
no,
they
me
bugging.
neither. Yo, I
I
was
don't
Yeah,
in
even
me
see.
either.
I
I
don't
don't
even
even know.
understand why he's so popular as a rapper. Like to me, his music is like that shit is not even.
I think it's hype. Travis Scott is okay, but like I was thinking about this same shit. I was like, I don't think Travis Scott is good enough, in my opinion, for me to go see you in a concert. I don't think I could do it. To listen to
You bugging
90210
out like that.
and all that nonsense. Nah, fuck that. I'm not gonna listen to that.
Like I much rather I'd rather go to a Rod Wave concert
I
any
would.
day.
Yeah, that should be chill. It's not no like
Like
Man,
niggas
Travis, bro, he's gonna
stampeding each
bring out
other and
all the
shit.
demonic people, all them demonic people, bro. He's gonna bring out all the weirdos. Like I'm not going to no concert where you gonna bring out where all the weirdos is coming out. I'm cool.
it's weird, man. Like you get a good sense of what their fan base is when you go to a concert, and like y'all already know where I'm going with that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how it is. Like you know, like when it comes to those people, like you're gonna see all that drug stuff, a lot of that
Drugs.
worship stuff. That's what's going on. That's definitely going on in those concerts. Everybody knows it because it always has Travis Scott shows in the past have had problems like that, and it's his own fault because you know what? In rap music, I respect people who rap, but there's a lot of people who want to do all this drug stuff and mix that in between with rapping, and that's what you get. You get people who are motivated to do stuff like that because that's what he talk about. I don't even know if Travis Scott does drugs. The Travis Scott looks like a really regular guy outside of music. You know what I'm saying? Like to really
He be
really
doing
think about
weird
it.
shit though. He be doing. I be seeing a lot of them. The symbolism you can see it. It's clear as day. I don't know if
I
y'all
know
saw
that
that, but
like
it's
the
clear as day.
Astros World is supposed to be like chaos, right? And like all that kind of
Yo,
like
I had seen what that symbolized. I forgot where I seen
You
it,
gotta
but it was
remember,
like
bro.
some demonic shit.
These people, he's in the elite, yo. But once he got with that Kardashian family, bro, you don't know what they got going on, bro. That whole family is witches.
we
Yeah,
always talk
true.
about curse, Kardashian curse, right? And like everybody was talking laughing, but sometimes, man, there's more. It's crazy stuff going on than you think. You know, like I think J. Cole said the bar. I gotta look up the bar because I keep bringing it up. But he's like, basically, he's like, a lot of people want to laugh, right, at rich people or people who have made it, right? Say this and that, but basically he was saying that a lot of people would sell their whole soul just to be them, you know, for maybe a day, a year, whatever. And it's true. Some people, especially in the world we live in today, would love to be that. You know what I'm
People
saying?
sell their soul on Instagram for nothing
Man,
already.
it's sad. It's sad. Or their bodies,
Yeah.
like what?
So they'll do it for a couple of dollars. They'll do it for just to be one of these rappers for sure.
What, to be Drake? Would you want to be Drake? I don't. I wouldn't. I would just
I don't
want
want
to
to be
be.
nobody.
I want to be me.
Oh,
Facts.
Rob says, "Homie, music is fire." Oh, he's talking about Rod Wave. He's on tour right now. Yeah, I like Rod Wave, man. It's like
Yeah, he fire.
I told y'all, right? The story I heard, the story I told you about Rod Wave. Like somebody said in the comment section, because I looked up the song that he had. That song was so nice. I had to play it on YouTube just to see what other people say. You do that sometimes. You look up a song on YouTube that you like because you want to see what other people think about it. So that somebody
yeah, look at
said,
reactions.
yeah, just their reaction to the song. Somebody said, I like this song because Rod Wave makes me feel better about my life. I was like, damn. Like,
You can hear that pain when he's you can hear
yeah.
that pain. Like Rob, like bro, I'm like an old school type of rapper type guy, but like a lot of some of these young boys, like you feel me? I'll be feeling them. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of like Kodak too, but he's too niggerish to me now.
Kodak is like, it was a
I
time
think he's
where,
talented. I think he's very
like,
talented.
no, yeah. I thought he had, like, his talent was actually really high, but his decision making has gotten so bad that it's affected his music, and it's kind of whatever now. You know, it's
Yeah, and then once he grabbed his mom's ass, it's over now for that. Sorry.
Oh,
already.
yeah, I
Yeah,
seen that
that's
shit.
for the
So
boy,
Yo, he had
man.
kissed
like
his.
now
Yo,
you
he
just a
did something.
weirdo, bro.
Yeah.
You a weirdo.
But he's always
I'm
kind
going
of
the
been
other
like
way.
that. But I think the Nipsey thing, the industry kind of blocked him out for the Nipsey thing. You know, like he should have never did that. It was a violation. And then from there, once people stop supporting you, is when you start getting in trouble. You know, because like people can't support you like that, and then you start experiencing real things. You know, that's just Kodak.
Wait,
I
what he
still,
do with the Nipsey shit?
huh?
He hollered at Lauren London.
Yeah. See how that Lord under right
But
after Nipsey died.
but the crazy part is though, man, like I'm pretty sure there's multiple other rappers that did that.
No,
But
but you gotta, no, but you gotta
He was
understand.
probably more
You
open with the
remember?
shit,
You
probably,
remember?
yeah,
wasn't
he was
he?
open.
No, yeah, you remember at the time it was a whole video. It was a whole video that he started talking about he's gonna provide for her, he's gonna care. What?
Oh, I don't remember that.
You could look that. I know it's
Oh,
story.
that's all.
It was crazy. I said, bro, you out your mind. I
Yeah,
know
he be
people.
wilding.
Yeah, no, I know people hit him up like, bro, you violated, and that was over. It was over after that.
Yo, did you see that dude that called out Boozy? I don't want to say what kind of dude it was because you know it's YouTube. Shit might get flagged. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know they run the world and stuff. But
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
he said my niece. He said my niece, Lil Nas
Yeah.
X. Yo, I was weak. He called Lil Nas X's niece. Yo, Boozy's son had to grab him up out of there because Boozy was about to go in. Yo, he said you messing with my niece. That was one of the funniest videos I seen in a while.
Yo, everything Boosie does is funny, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Bro, his son saved that dude's life.
Yup,
Boozy
it
about to
definitely.
beat his
Yo,
ass,
Boozy's
bro.
about to take his head off.
Oh man, yo, that's one dude, bro. Like I know he has some events in whatchamacallit. I need to go to one of them one day, bro. Just, I would love to hang with him for one day, Boosie. Hang with him one day, bro. Like, cause sometimes you think he's crazy, but some of the things he says, I don't agree. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't agree. Everything's saying whatever you want to do, you do. You know what I'm saying? But like everybody has an opinion sometimes, you know. And I think the world we are today, some people just don't want to hear somebody else's opinion, which I understand. But you gotta also understand that not everybody thinks like you. You know, like I don't expect everybody to love me. Nah, I'm dead ass. I don't expect. I don't expect. I mean, I'm gonna know
He said my niece, bro.
Yo, he called him his niece. Yo, that had me weak, son. Oh man. If I was Boozy, it would have been hard for me not to laugh at that though. I ain't gonna lie. I would have laughed in some face.
Yeah, they really pulling up on dude. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. It's a crazy world today. You know, like you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful too. You know, you sometimes you step out in the world and you got these people out here today that they'll say whatever they want to anybody, and sometimes you meet the wrong person. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Yeah, you gotta be careful, man. You can't always be talking the way you talk because
even when you playing basketball, like you playing basketball, you can't be talking trash to anybody. You talk trash to the wrong person on the court, bro. They not having that, bro. They're gonna want to fight or they're gonna go get their gun or something.
Yeah, which is crazy because like you wouldn't think a game can go that far, but you know some people don't like that. Some people don't like it when you taunt in their face. I remember so many times as a kid, bro. Like you celebrate in front of the wrong dude, and now you fighting everybody because they losing. You know, like it always used to be like that. You know, nobody likes to lose. Like, unless you're the Knicks, they lose 3 straight, then win 1. Hopefully,
Speaking of the Knicks, who we got next?
we got.
Is it the Bucks?
I think it's the Bucks again.
You think they're gonna have more players back?
Probably not. I think it would be too soon. Yeah, it's the Bucks again.
I don't think Lopez injury was that. I don't think
Wednesday.
I think Lopez might be back. I don't think Middleton will be back though. But that's the game where
Noel needs to be.
We got to get that win again, just to insert dominance.
Yeah. And we can, but then the one after that on Friday is the Hornets. I'm kind of scared for the Hornets.
Nah, I think we could beat them. But no, point guard matchup. Oh man, we got to talk about that. We gonna have Kemba starting against LaMelo?
Maybe not. Because I think Ted knows. Maybe not.
You think quickly?
Yeah. Or if not starting, he'll come in quick. Probably in the first 3 minutes or so.
Yeah.
He'll probably come in.
No pun intended.
Yeah. He'll come in.
He'll come in quickly. Yeah.
That's funny, man. Yeah, the Bucks. Appreciate you for still hanging out, Rob. Post game show, man.
But yeah, I'm about to get out of here though. I guess I'll see y'all on Wednesday?
Wednesday, man.
God willing.
Yeah, I'm gonna holler at y'all, man.
All right.
Cool, man.
Stay up. Good stream, Don.
All right, bro. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all doing.
All right, Eric.
All right, one.
Peace.
All right, bro.
Hey, Rob, I'm out of here too, man. I'll see you Wednesday if you're in Wednesday, or you'll catch me on the video. No matter, man. Always appreciate the support, brother.